Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, my name is Chiruta. I'm a certified professional coach and licensed massage therapist with a busy practice here in Longmont, Colorado. And today I'm going to talk about nobody's favorite topic, and that is tipping your massage therapist. If you are a licensed massage therapist yourself, why you should always ask for a tip and why you should develop the confidence to deserve the tip. And if you are a client, why you should always tip your massage therapist. So, stay tuned. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to start with a story. Recently, my fiance and I went to a comedy show. I was in charge of getting the water and the popcorn. I literally waited in line 10 minutes. I talked to the person behind the concession stand all of 20 seconds. I asked for a bottle of water. I asked for a bag of popcorn that was literally already pre-made. All she had to do was go boop, boop. She put it on the counter, turned the iPad around, and guess what? Wanted me to tip her. 20 seconds. It was nothing that a 16-year-old at a concession stand at the movie theater couldn't do. And like so many Americans, I tipped begrudgingly, but I did it. I get it. Tipping culture in America is exhausting. This is why massage therapists don't fall into that exhaustive category. Most massage therapists work no more than 25 hours a week. That ends up being 4 or 5 hours of work a day, 4 or 5 clients, 4 or 5 days a week. You do the math on that. That's not very many hours, but it's a lot for us because it's a whole craft, right? You need to be really good at what you do. You need to be also very present with what you do. And you need to make sure that you're effective with that client so they want to come back. It's a lot to really hone your craft, to refine it, to stand out among the busy crowd. And if you're one of those people, guess what? You have kind of a following, a return clientele that comes back and back and back and back and back. It's a beautiful exchange when somebody can receive your work, you help them throughout their life, and then they give you a tip to appreciate you. Now, let's talk about the what ifs and how abouts, okay? Many massage therapists, but I'm self-employed. My rates are already high. Why would I ask for a tip? I'm afraid that they're not going to come back. Okay, most of your clientele is on the wealthier side. They have a pretty regular, consistent income, and they're probably putting away for savings every month. That's likely more than that massage therapist has. So let's do the math. 25 hours a week times between $35 and $45 an hour. If you work for yourself, take off the overhead, take off the marketing, take off everything it took to get that person in the first place. And then if you're employed, obviously the person employing you is taking about 50 or 60% of whatever you're making. Translates to about $35 to $45 an hour. Times 20 to 25 hours a week, bam, ends up being about $40,000 to $60,000 a year. I live in Boulder County. Does not go very far, not at all. So likely your massage therapist is in a much more humble position than the client on the table. Now, with that said, I know the comments are going to blow up in a negative way. Is it really the responsibility of those wealthy clients to make the massage therapist wealthy? No, not at all. But if that wealthier client wants to have something at the end of their working life, do you want to help the massage therapist also have something? Does he or she get to retire someday? Or do they always have to be a workhorse, right? That's what your tips do. As a client, that's what your tips do. It's that little extra that keep them going. It's the extra that makes them feel really valuable. Because let's face it, we don't always feel valuable. Sometimes we feel like the unappreciated servant. Overall, 20 years in, it's always been a net positive. But when people can tip, it's such a compliment and it's such a joy. So if you are that massage therapist that is really afraid to ask, I would recommend doing some soul searching, because here's the thing. When you discount your services, when you don't require a tip, you are setting the bar lower. I've had very wealthy clients say to me, I'm not coming to see you regularly anymore because you've raised your prices, or because I can get that massage somewhere else for $40 cheaper. Great, right? What can I say? I've got 2 small kids, I have a home, I have a mortgage, I want a life, and I want to retire someday. I'm not going to feel guilty just because somebody down the road is cheapening their service, likely out of fear that there's not enough. I don't want to live in the vibration of fear. And massage therapists hear me when I say that when you start that process, it's really difficult to get out of it. And you end up drawing to yourself clients that have a lot of lack. Maybe they don't even have a lot of lack, but mentally they have a lot of lack. And then that's your client. Those are the clients that you depend on. The people that are also as afraid of you about not having enough money. My clients appreciate quality work. They pay me for quality work. I always say, would you like to do gratuity? Let me rephrase. I don't always say that. I say that most of the time. And just the other day, I worked on a janitor. I didn't even ask, because if she's paying my full rate and she's coming to me and she's a janitor in Boulder County, she doesn't have to tip. But that's for my discretion because I'm the business owner, right? And if you know that your favorite massage therapist is an employee, tip them. It's going to just bump it up. It's going to keep them in the game for longer and longer and longer, because there's 2 things that take massage therapists out of the game. 1, not working properly so that you're burning out, you're injuring yourself. And then the other one, just energetically feeling like it's not a win-win, that you're working harder than the payout. And let's face it, most massage therapists are in that lower income bracket. It's just not sustainable. You really have to develop yourself spiritually, physically. You've got to learn about business, all the things. And so you need the resources to keep going. So yeah, that's all I have today. Just to sum up, if you are that client and you fall into that higher income bracket, but you're exhausting about tipping, don't tip the concession person at the comedy show. Save that for your massage therapist who keeps you out of back pain every month, keeps you away from that surgery that you would have had. And if you are the massage therapist and you're scared and you don't quite have enough clients, I know this is true from 20 years of experience. When you believe in yourself, when you cultivate your skill, when you cultivate your self-confidence and your business know-how, you will be busy. All right, that's all I have. Thank you for tuning in. If you gain value from this video, please like and subscribe. If you have anything you want to learn, please leave it in the comments. I am actually doing a workshop soon, so there'll be more footage of the how-tos of body mechanics. And I will see you on the next video.